What's going on, people? King Rich is back again with another video. Yeah, big up to everyone that supports the channel. So I saw a video on Instagram that I just was very disappointed, and it had the professional boxer, heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua. He's from England, he's from Nigerian heritage, just like me. And I would say Anthony Joshua is someone that I actually like. He's somebody that I really admire his talents, but he really disappointed me when he done an interview and he said some things that I just find to be just ridiculous. But let's take a look at this interview and see what was said. All right, so let's go.
Who is your favorite ever opponent?
Vladimir.
Okay. Your favorite punch?
Great question. The jab.
Your favorite drill?
When we ride out 4-man deep, 4 shotties in the back, you know what I'm saying, when we're going out to just do a little robbery. That's a drill, right?
Or like your favorite training drill?
Oh, I thought you were talking about a different kind of drill, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that was the part that really rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't really like that he started talking about doing a robbery. I thought that was completely unnecessary. And I get it. He was trying to be funny and whatnot. And, obviously he comes from a rough background, just like all of us black boys come from a rough background. But I just felt that it was not appropriate for the pure fact that Anthony Joshua, you are a multi-millionaire and you're famous and you are a role model. You see, the problem is that Anthony Joshua is a grown man. Like, he's not in his early 20s or teens or anything. Like, he's a grown man that should know better and understand that when you are a role model, you need to behave in a certain way and speak in a certain way. Now, he went on the DAZN platform with this white woman, and he was being asked straight up questions about boxing, in a light-hearted questions. And then he decided to bring in the idea of armed robbery and that being his favorite type of drill. I don't know about you lot, but I just felt totally disappointed that he did that. I think that he's perpetuating the criminal culture, black stereotypes, and even if you are a black man who really becomes very, very successful, becomes very, very wealthy, a household name, etc., etc., you still get brought back to this whole idea of coming from the hood, from the streets, I've had to do crime, blah, blah, blah. Anthony Joshua, you are far, far, far removed from any of that kind of lifestyle. Now, I don't know if he has done things like that in the past, but I do know he does come from, like the typical urban environment. But like saying that on that platform in front of this white girl is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. I totally just crazy. I don't know why he did that. I truly don't. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again real quick, because I don't know if I'm tripping, but let's go.
Your favorite ever opponent?
Vladimir.
Okay. Your favorite punch?
Great question. The jab.
Your favorite drill?
When we ride out 4-man deep, 4 shotties in the back, you know what I'm saying, when we're going out to just do a little robbery.
Why would you say that, bro? You talked about your favorite opponent is Klitschko. Your favorite punch is the jab. Then the next thing, your favorite drill is riding out 4-man deep with 4 shotties, and he's talking about shotguns to do a little robbery. Your favorite drill, Anthony Joshua? Why would you say that on a public platform? You're making us all look bad. And again, I like AJ. I think he's a great boxer. I think he's actually a decent person. But a lot of us from these kind of environments, we don't let go of that hood mentality, that street life. Again, you are super successful, super wealthy. You are a role model to a lot of black boys. That is crazy you would say that, bro. Like, that's mad. You said, and it literally came out of nowhere. It literally came out of nowhere, bro.
That's a drill, right?
Or like your favorite training drill?
Oh, I thought you were talking about a different kind of drill. You know?
Look at the white girl. The white girl's like, yeah, that's funny. Like, this isn't even an urban platform that you're talking like this. You're talking like this to this white woman who don't know anything about that life. She has no relation to that lifestyle, and you're talking like that to her on a public platform that young kids are going to be watching, that young black boys are going to be watching, that boys, people that are looking up to you, people that aspire to be like you, and you're talking about your favorite drill is to sit in a car 4-man deep with shotguns to do a robbery. That's absolutely ridiculous and distasteful. And this is coming from someone that actually likes you, AJ. This is crazy, bro. This is actually mad. Like, but you know, it is what it is, bro. Like, it's done, innit? Like, I just think it was an inappropriate joke. It didn't make any sense to me. So, I actually saw this on Instagram, and I actually had to call it out, and I actually got some pushback for calling it out. So we're gonna take a look at the pushback I got for calling this out. So yeah, AJ's favorite drill took him back in time. Anthony Joshua's favorite drill was not what the interviewer was expecting. Right? So we got a picture of Anthony Joshua, I guess before the fame, in the middle of the picture, wearing the black shirt and the iced out chain, the cross and all of that. You know, I don't know how old he's meant to be in that, but yeah. So I wrote, why do black people love street life so much? It's actually not funny. I like AJ, but come on, man, you're a role model. Don't say things like that. Got 28 replies, so let's see what the people had to say to me. So this guy put real talk, 3 likes. This guy wrote because, and just nothing else. And that just shows a level of ignorance, and just, that's it. This guy wrote, this Johnny Essence guy wrote, we don't love it. It's lived because of circumstances, and where you live depends. Bro, that's not an excuse, fam. That's not an excuse for AJ, who is over 30 years old, a wealthy, multi-millionaire, professional boxer, celebrity, who hasn't lived that life. And if he has, let me get it straight. If he's lived that life, he hasn't lived that life like recently. And for knowing that you're a role model, and knowing that there's a lot of boys looking up to you, knowing the kind of environments that we're living in, where a lot of these boys are in survival mode and, you know, willing to take each other's lives, it's very dangerous to joke about stuff like that. Crazy, bro. Like, and again, it's always the same old excuse. Oh, we lived because we lived that, man. We should be talking about it because we lived it. Bro, it's the same story, bro. There's no new story. There's no new facts that you're adding to this. It's the same old, you know, I come from single mother household. We was broke. There was no money. So I had to go to the roads and do what I had to do to make ends meet, to feed my family. It's the same old story, bro. Like, and at the end of the day, coming from the hood or coming from these kind of circumstances is not a badge of honor. It's actually, in fact, you was unfortunately put into a dysfunctional situation in a dysfunctional environment. That's what it means. Crazy, bro. This approach the universe wrote, man, SYBAU. So I took that as he's saying something like shut your ass up, or shut your mouth, or something like that. So I just an idiot. And again, these kind of people, they have free posts. Their account is private because they don't want to show their face. You know, this guy, you know, he's private, so I'm not gonna follow them to see who they are. Do you get what I'm saying? My shit never private. You can see who I am, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So my response to Johnny Essence was, So what? So what? Most of us lived it. I definitely did. Why, as grown smart people, can we not grow and reject criminal culture? It holds us back. Only ignorant minds can't comprehend that. I think that was quite fair what I said back to Johnny Essence. Because I know I lived that. I come from South London. I come from a very notorious part of South London, bruv. And I will tell the truth. I've committed crimes as well. I've been in Crown Court as well. I've carried a weapon as well. So just because that's the past doesn't mean that's something that I should bring up every moment in situations which don't warrant it. It doesn't mean that if I'm doing an interview and I'm a multi-millionaire and a role model to lots of little kids, I should start talking about doing armed robberies. Like, what is this? Even if it is a joke, it's inappropriate. Crazy, bro. So there was a guy that left comments, but he's deleted his video. He's deleted his comments. There was a guy that left a bunch of comments, but he's deleted them. Crafty guy. Crafty guy. So anyway, this guy here, I think he's blocked me. This guy here, this L Trizzy, he's blocked me. Because he was arguing a lot, bro. He's arguing a lot. Anyway, but I'm gonna read what I said to this L Trizzy guy who's like disappeared. Oh my god, people love making excuses. The man is far removed from that lifestyle. The hood is not cool, it's survival mode. Because this guy literally made the excuse that typical excuse, he's from the streets, and yeah, so he should be able to talk about it. It's inappropriate, bruv. Then I replied to the guy that said, that's real, and I put, at least someone understands this brainwashing. Then again, yeah, the guy that's he's this guy has blocked me and ran away, deleted all his comments, and bruh, are you serious? He is too rich, too famous, too grown, and too far removed from street life to answer his favorite drill is a robbery. Little kids look up to him. And again, the guy replied again, but I can't see his reply. And I replied back, and I put, also, please don't act like, oh yeah, because this guy that's blocked me now, he said that black people don't love criminal culture. And I put, also, please don't act like hood life isn't viewed as cool. Oh no. I said hood life is not cool, and the guy said nobody's saying that hood life is cool. Yeah. And I said, also, please don't act like hood life isn't viewed as cool. Hence why it's all over music, movies, and TV, in particular involving black people. If it wasn't seen as cool, he wouldn't have said that crap. And that's facts. This guy tried to say that, oh yeah, people don't view criminal culture as popular. It's not popular. That was absolute lies, bro. Cap. Criminal culture is the monopoly of rap music. Rap music's the most popular music in the world, as far as I know. Yeah. Most movies that have black people in it will usually have some kind of criminal gang dealing, drug dealing element in there, violence element in there. Like, I don't know what the guy's trying to say. Like, the guy's a liar. That's why he ran off and blocked me, so that I can't see his comments anymore. But I'm sure if you lot go to officially Urban Instagram, you'll be able to see the comments he put. So I replied to the El Trizzy guy, oh my god, now you're saying he doesn't understand. Oh, okay, cool. So this El Trizzy guy, he must have said, oh, he didn't understand the question. That's why he said that. And you don't understand because you're not from the hood. This guy, bruv. I put, oh my God, now you're saying he didn't understand the question. And now you're eluding that I didn't catch that because I'm not from the hood. Because I'm not a mindless sheep that glorifies criminal lifestyles. Wow, you should probably stop replying. Then I wrote, lies. People love to claim being from the hood and how real they are. Stop the cap. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Everybody watching, isn't that true though? Isn't it true that most people always love to bring up they're from the hood, they're from the streets, oh, I grew up in the hood, you get me? Or no, I'm saying, oh, I'm from the hood. It's always black people. It's always black guys. Oh yeah, I grew up in the hood. And they start talking about their hood this, hood that. Who gives a crap? Who gives a fuck? Like, if you point out the dysfunction and if you point or you call out that there's this weird romanticizing of criminals and stuff like that, the first thing they're gonna say is you don't understand because you're not from the hood. That's the first thing they're gonna say. Because if you're from the hood, then you will continue to perpetuate criminal culture. You'll be unable to elevate your mind to the point where you see that this is all a trap and it's all by design and it's all brainwashing and it's all social engineering. No, because you're from the hood, you have to stay ignorant. You must stay ignorant, bro. Like, you must stick to that way of thinking. Even to the point of you being Anthony Joshua, famous and rich. And when you're asked a question by some white woman, the first thing you're going to talk about is, my favorite drill is doing armed robberies with my friends. That's crazy, bro. Oh yeah, he's from the hood. He understands. He's just talking about what he's lived, and us man lived that life. Who gives a crap? All right, next reply to El Trizzy. And with that, you have proven. Oh yeah, so this El Trizzy guy, he left a comment saying that I'm unintelligent and yeah, I got the mind of a tortoise. And I said, with that, you have proven why I'm right. You have nothing logical to say, and anyone reading this thread can clearly see my intelligence versus yours, laughing face. And this is why he's blocked me, and this is why he deleted his comments, because what he was saying was absolute nonsense. And actually, his profile picture on his Instagram was him wearing a balaclava in a Nike Tech tracksuit, sitting in the car door. Like, I think that's when he realized to hide himself. Anyway, so the next reply to this guy was, wow. So now your excuse is, oh yeah, this was the dumbest thing this El Trizzy guy said. I wish oh man, I'm so upset that he deleted his comments. He started to say that, oh, because obviously he took a look at my Instagram and realized, oh, actually, King Riches is not some pipsqueak guy. He's actually a boxer himself. Yeah. Smack guys in the face himself. Yeah. I actually compete. Yeah. With grown men. Like, he was saying, oh, so when you're at boxing, does the coach call it a drill or an exercise? That's why AJ got it confused, because in boxing, they're called exercises and not drills. And I'm thinking, are you fucking for real? Are you like all right in the head? Are you actually all right? So this white woman here who's asking AJ about boxing, he's asking him clear boxing questions, would all of a sudden start asking him if he's done a drill and if he's gone and done robberies. This is stupid. Absolutely stupid. So my response to El Trizzy was, wow, so now your excuse is, in boxing, they never call anything a drill. Oh my God, you're not serious, bruv. Please stop. You're looking bad now. Of course we have boxing drills, laughing faces. Then this guy replied to someone else and said, that's a tired argument. And then Oh, this is the other black guy. So he's also blocked me because obviously their intelligence is low and they feel embarrassed. Now they're deleting their comments and blocking me. So I put, also, I'm not going to come down to your level with your playground disses. You're showing immaturity. And I put, because again, with these kind of low vibration, low intelligence hood people, you can't have a debate with them because they will always resort to name calling because they're just stupid people. They're not smart, bro. Like their intelligence only goes as far as street politics. After that, it's just they can't compete. Do you get what I'm saying? So the next thing they're gonna say, you're not from the hood, so you don't understand, or yeah, you're stupid, or they try and shame you in one way. They literally argue like dysfunctional women, literally, which is funny. So anyway, yeah, so I put, also, I'm not going to come down to your level with playground disses. You're showing your immaturity. Then I put, again, and then he replied with more disses. And I said, again, more weak insults, nothing intelligent to say. Also mirroring and projecting my observation of your low intelligence. Shake my head, very weak. And then this guy, this guy who I'm speaking to, this El Trizzy, he went back and said, oh, yeah, you're not smart. You haven't proven what I'm saying's wrong or some crap like that. I said, bro, you're not mentally equipped to have this conversation. After being immature, throwing insults, now you want to yo-yo back to the main point. Something you haven't logically countered. What are you saying? Then the guy said that he corrected me on something, which he didn't. Right? And then he said I was making unrelated points. What, bruh, please, anyone watching, please tell me where I made unrelated points. I said, when did you correct me? And what did I say that was unrelated other than pointing out your immaturity? And then again, the guy came with insults about being slow. And then I said, again, nothing logical to say. Thanks for the content. And then I wrote, thank your profile pic says it all. Have a good day. I think when I wrote your profile pic says it all, I think that's when he blocked me. Because he realized, oh yeah, like he's got me now. That's it. All right, so this is the Johnny Essence guy. He said, we lived it and you didn't live in the hood. So he wrote, from when you say so, what I know never lived it. I know you never lived it. You see? Typical. They literally come out of a factory conveyor belt. They say the same stuff. Oh, you never lived in the hood. That's why you're talking with logic and sense. That's the way they think. If you think too intelligent, that means you're a nerd, you're a lame, you're a square. You ain't about that life. You don't come from any kind of hard background. Why? Because I have intelligence. Because I can see the trap. Because I'm not brainwashed. Because I'm not a one-dimensional thinker like you. Because I'm not low vibration. Because I realize that these narratives about coming from the hood and carrying weapons and being gang and all of this kind of stuff and committing crimes is low vibration and it actually destroys us. Oh yeah, because that means I've never lived it. What an idiot. I've done videos describing my timeline, bro. I've done videos talking about the things I've been through in life. So I don't know, like these people are very, very just like simple-minded. But anyway, so he says, from when you say so, what I know you never lived it, because we do grow, mature and reject it. Some don't grow out of it. We know it's wrong as we grow and understand it. A lot of us don't choose it. We're just born in it. Simple as. You still create memories and friends from it. It's still created a positive culture as well as negatives, like anything in this world, pros and cons. Yes, ignorant minds can't comprehend that there is always two sides to a story. Bruh, what? This guy's literally waffling, bro. Literally waffling. Because first thing he's saying, I never lived there. You're not from the hood. That's why you're talking like this. You're not from the hood. Man's never met me a day in his life. Knows nothing about me. But he's talking about I'm not from... But it's fine because, you know, That's a shaming line. You're not from the hood. That's a shaming line. Always remember that. Whenever you hear guys say that, you're not from the hood, you're not about that life, blah, blah, blah. That's a shaming line. Yeah. Then he's basically making all these excuses for, oh, you know, we're just born in it, blah, blah, blah. Bro, AJ's he's not a young dude, bro. Like, and again, he's far removed. Do you think that he's just around robbers? He's around affluent people. He's around people that they're not doing these kind of things. Yeah, he may have old friends that was on that, but they're probably not even on that anymore, bro. They've probably grown up. So why would you come to this interview here with this white girl talking about, oh yeah, my favorite drill is jumping in the car, 4 of us with shotguns to do a little robbery? That's crazy, bro. And yes, I understand he was joking. And listen, again, I like AJ, but he shouldn't have said this. Not on this kind of platform. Not shouldn't have said this knowing that kids are going to be watching this, bro. Like, bruv, come on, bro. Like, not when you know what London is like. How dangerous London is like, especially for young boys, especially young black boys. Like, you shouldn't say things like that, bro. Like, I don't care. You shouldn't say things like that, bro. Like, but anyway. So this guy replied to the other guy and said, yes, the truth can be tiresome, but it doesn't change the facts. And this guy replied to Johnny Essence and said, don't be an apologist. This isn't the US whereby racism is institutionalized. It's a cop-out argument. Now, I responded to Johnny Essence. I said, I can tell you never lived it. Because I speak out against dysfunctional talk / behaviors, just cause you have some good hood memories or mates, doesn't negate the fact that AJ didn't need to answer the question with stereotypical criminal culture answer. How, as a grown man, you don't understand that is ridiculous. I watched the whole video and the questions were clearly about boxing. Talking about doing robberies like it's a hobby is dumb. When you know you're a role model to millions of people, especially black kids. All right. And then some guy wrote some stupid thing. I just put ignorance. And then Johnny Essence replied back to the other guy and said, it is what it is. Okay, we got a new comment. So Johnny Essence replied to me. He misunderstood the question. Jesus Christ, this guy is an idiot. Now he's saying what the other guy said. He misunderstood the question and it sparked a memory. That's it. Oh my God. Literally everybody. They're literally making excuses. He's literally making the most juvenile excuses, bro. If somebody asked you who you are, a professional boxer, you are on a platform that is about boxing, and they ask you who's your favorite opponent you fought against, you say Klitschko. Then they ask you what's your favorite punch to throw, you say the jab. And then they say what is your favorite drill to perform, and then you say 4 of us jumping in a car with 4 shotguns doing a little robbery. How did you jump from that to that? How did you get that confused? As a grown man that's over 30 years old, why would you jump to that? This is actually ridiculous. This response is actually ridiculous, bro. I can't believe it, bro. This guy, he misunderstood the question and it sparked a memory. That's it. If you want to make it a bigger deal on Instagram, that's you. You won't get any brownie points for it. Listen to how this guy's talking. Wow. If I want to make it a bigger deal on Instagram, that's you. This is why black people can't get nowhere, bro, because of people like this, bro. Like, there's too many people like this with big voices that talk too much. Somebody like this should not be talking about anything, bro. Like, you need to just be doing your thing quietly, bro, because how are you going to say he misunderstood the question? The guy's not, AJ's not stupid. He said it because he thought it was funny. He knew exactly what he was doing, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. Now you're trying to make out like AJ was confused, or all of a sudden, oh, my favorite punch is the jab. What's your favorite drill? Oh, yeah, doing armed robbery. What the hell? Oh, yeah, I was confused. I thought you was talking about drills. Why would this little white woman here with her little iPad from the zone be talking about, oh, what's your favorite crime to do? Why would she ask that? That's crazy. And now he's trying to flip it on me, saying if I want to make it a bigger deal on Instagram, I won't get any brownie points for that. Yes, you haven't lived it because someone who has, with a level of understanding about the whole thing. Jesus Christ. Because I'm pointing out ignorance and stupidity, that means I haven't lived, quote unquote, lived it. Because again, he wants to shame me and try to make out, oh yeah, you're saying these things because you're square and you're not gang like me. What a fucking idiot. And because of that, I don't have no understanding. AJ had that trigger a memory. Now this guy's a psychologist. He's saying that question triggered a memory. Now this Johnny Essence guy is turned into a clinical psychologist to know that this question triggered a memory about doing armed robbery. What a fucking idiot, bruv. Jesus Christ, bro. This is why black people can't get nowhere, fam. Too many ignorant people with big mouths. That's actually crazy. I hadn't even seen that comment, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, oh my days, bro. And you know, if I was stupid and ignorant, I would start listing off all the crimes I've done. I start listing off all the crimes I've done in the past and talk about what I've seen and what I've been through to prove I'm hood enough. I don't need to do that, bruv, because I'm not an idiot, bruv. This is sad, bro. Like, this is so sad, bro. And again, I don't hate AJ. Listen, I actually like AJ, man. But you got to understand that this is dangerous, fam. Because then you got people like this one here. Watch this.
Like I said before, if you over 18 and you never killed nobody before and you a black man, you a sucker. You not what we looking for. If you want to be hard, you want to be a gangbanger, you want to be a killer, go get you some hats. Go kill somebody right away.
Any nigga talk like that, that's the police.
Bro, it's not even about the man being the police, bro. You got these dangerous people out here talking crazy, bro. Like, talking absolutely insane. That guy said, if you're 18 years old and you don't have a body, you're lame. Go get a body, bro. Like, this is the mentality of these kind of people. And they've got big mouths. They talk a lot, bro. Like, they're all over the media, music, movies, TV. They're giving platforms. Now they can come and talk about their hood stories and their prison stories and who they shot and who they stabbed and how much money they made selling poison in their community and all of this and who done armed robberies and how many guns they've held and blah, blah, blah. And then making it sound like it's a music video. Making it sound like it's a hobby. Like, they're so cool. And to be honest with you, the general people lap it up. They love it, bro. And then a lot of young black kids, they try and emulate that. They copy it, they hear it, they copy it. You know, it's made to seem popular and the thing to do. You know, these minds are immature, they're stupid, and they'll go and try and live this stuff out. Hence why in London, there's boys that are carrying machetes, ZKs, all kinds of weapons, and they're fighting in broad daylight. They're doing it now, bro. Broad daylight. There's no respect as well. That's why now you've got old men fighting young boys now. There was a story of one guy, some older dude, and he deleted some young boy. Why? Because there's no rules. Because it's the wild, wild west. There's no rules, bro. Like, it's because black people love criminal culture. So even if you are a famous professional boxer and you've been doing that most of your life, you're still gonna joke about doing armed robberies, bro. That's mental, fam. And then I'm gonna have some idiots on Instagram try and argue with me about why it's okay. And that, oh, it's because you're not from the hood. That's why you're arguing against it. No, it's because I'm not a fucking idiot. That's why I'm arguing against it. Crazy, bro. Crazy. But anyway, I just had to do this video. I had to share that because that was just mad. Like, but I'm so upset that guy, he ran away, he hid his comments. Little weasel, bro. He hid his comments, bro. Like, he must have gone and looked me up and saw that I do YouTube. So he probably thought, oh, I've got to hide my comments. But we see you, fam. Where's his name again? Because he started shaming me. He said, oh, you're old. Oh, you're old. He started trying to shame me and say, oh, you're old. How are you not smart? I'm like, oh, this guy is just weak. Yeah, El Trizzy, ELTRIZZYY, El Trizzy. Yeah, look, El Trizzy, his page is unavailable. Look. His page is unavailable. Look. If I go right click, look, his page is unavailable. The guy blocked me, bro, because he was chatting shit. Waste man. Coward, bro. Like, he was saying oh, you're unintelligent, you're not smart, AJ didn't understand the question, you're old, so you don't understand. I'm like, blood. Okay. What an idiot. Anyway, all of you watching, please like the video, man. This needs to be seen, bro. And again, the last thing I want to show, because I do not hate AJ, yeah, I do want to show this. Yeah, because I think AJ is not a bad person. I just think that he said something very stupid and he didn't understand the gravity of what he was saying. So I want to play this video that's got Anthony Joshua in it.
People are really struggling out here. Really struggling. How much are you worth? I'm broke. 80 mil? I'm broke.
Yeah, I don't think AJ's a bad person. Like, honestly, I don't think AJ's a bad person. And look, even 10 weeks ago, I left a comment with hand clapping, 100 and, tick emoji. Like, I don't think AJ's a bad person. It's just, I think that a lot of us are ignorant to how detrimental criminal culture, hood street life culture is to us all. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we need to steer away from it, not steer towards it or make it be a joke. And look, at the end of the day, as I said, once you get to a certain age or level in life, you start to realize that life is not a joke. Press 1 in the chat if you hear what I'm saying. Life ain't a joke. Yeah? So, yeah, you need to be careful what you say, what you do, even if you are joking around. Some jokes are inappropriate. Yeah, and that's it. But anyway, with that being said, you lot, take care of yourselves, man. Take care of yourselves. And I'll be back with more content as usual, man. You know how it goes, man. AJ, if you ever see this, I just had to tell you the truth, bro. That this isn't a thing of I don't like you or anything like that, or I've got something against you, but that was just mad. And then the way people were trying to argue for it didn't make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? So I had to do this video in it. But anyway, with that being said, you lot take care of yourselves. I'll be back again with more content. You know how it goes, man. Yeah, peace out. Take care of yourselves. I'm out.